We'll never know exactly what happened.
Along Route 233 on South Mountain, there's a marker. Nearby, a makeshift memorial with blankets, stuffed animals, a ribbon tied to a tree. Decades have passed, but people remember. November 24th, 1934. Two men go looking for firewood on a mountain near Carlisle in Cumberland County. Instead, they find the bodies of 3 girls, the babes in the woods. Wrapped in each other's arms, the girls lay on a blanket, covered by another one. There was no clear evidence as to who they were and how they died.
The coroner was never firmly able to answer how they died. There were lots of tests being done, and those tests never confirmed how the deaths occurred. His best guess was suffocation. It created a great mystery. At one time it was compared to the Lindbergh case. We had people from newspapers from all over the country coming to Carlisle to follow up on this investigation.
Around the same time as the discovery of the children, the bodies of a man and woman were found near a train station around Duncansville, Blair County. Both had been shot in what appeared to be a suicide pact.
The mystery lasted for about a week until they connected the Blair County and the Cumberland County deaths, and they found out that this was a family from California.
Elmo Nooks was a widower. His wife had died in a botched abortion, leaving him to raise 3 children, Norma, Dewilla, and Cordelia. The oldest, Norma, was his wife's from a former marriage. He lived in Roseville, California with his sister Pearl and niece Winifred. Winifred became close to Elmo, dropping out of school to help take care of the family. Talk of an inappropriate relationship began. Then, one day, Elmo, Winifred, and the children left.
He just got a car, picked up and drove the whole way across country in 1934 in an old Pontiac and ended up in Pennsylvania.
The trip took 7 days. Money began to run out.
They were witnessed at a restaurant in suburban Philadelphia, not having enough money to buy a separate meal for each child.
After the girls died, Winifred and Elmo headed towards Altoona, but the car broke down. They hitched a ride.
And then the next day they were able to go to a pawn shop, we think, and turn in a coat, an extra coat one of them had, and get enough money to buy the gun. They didn't have the gun with them. They purchased it that day and then went out to this isolated area outside of Altoona where they killed each other.
There was no note, no explanation. Soon, a story emerged. Newspapers declared Elmo had killed his daughters, suffocating them. But there was no proof, no way of knowing for sure. The community raised funds for the burials of the girls. Hundreds viewed their bodies. Postcards were made for keepsakes. They were buried in Westminster Cemetery in North Middleton Township, the same way they had been found, with Norma and Dewilla cuddling Cordelia, the youngest. On the other side of the cemetery are the graves of Winifred and Elmo. Elmo's stone is on the ground rather than upright. It lists the day of his death as the day he left California.